closings. But first, let me give you a quick story. So I was working with a client, and when he came to me, he said, listen, I've got my customers, leads, past clients, everybody, they're all over the map. I got them on sticky notes, and I've got them in Google Calendar. He would schedule people's appointments through Google Calendar, and he would just store their information right in Google Calendar. He said, I also have them in my LOS and my phone. I've got them pretty much everywhere. So the thing is I can't really keep track of all my people, and I was wondering if you could help me. Well, this is actually a very, very simple thing to do right out of the gate. Of course, we deploy TruePartner AI as the marketing CRM to first organize everybody that we have. Organize, segment, categorize. So we went through that process. I said, listen, your whole goal right now is to get all of your people. Find those sticky notes, find those yellow pads. Get them out of your calendar. Get them out of wherever you've got, and let's bring them into one central location. Now, turns out that he had actually thousands of past clients, okay? Or Sphere, people in his database. He'd been in business for a very, very long time. Anyway, he had a very enviable number of people, but guess what? He's probably like you. He's kind of like me and everybody, if you don't really think about it. He hadn't really done much with any of these people because it lacked the organization. So the very first thing we did is we deployed TruePartner AI to help him get everybody organized and segmented, okay? So once that was all completed, and honestly, he had so many, it took him a few days. I mean, it didn't take him weeks or months or anything like that, but it took a little bit of time. So once that was completed, then we sat down and we talked about an offer that he could craft to a certain segment of his list. Now, of all the people in his list, not everybody was somebody that he had stayed in contact with over the years, or not everybody was somebody that that he would feel comfortable sending a VIP offer to. So we sat down, step number 2 after the organization, and we just walked through some ideas for an offer. Now, the question you might be asking is, what is an offer? Well, really simply put, the offer is this: what you've got, how it helps, and what to do next. It's really that simple. So you can take any segment that you're working with, whether it's, say, first-time homebuyers, veterans, cash out, whatever the case may be, or even referral partners, and you just come up with an offer of what you got, how it helps, and what to do next, okay? Now, when we sat down and we helped him walk through this offer, what he did is he took a segment of his list, like I mentioned, and he just took that simple little offer and sent it out via text, again through TruePartner AI, to his list. So I followed up with him just a couple weeks later on how that worked. And he told me that he sent it out only to about 100. Can you imagine? There's only 100 of all of the many, many people he had in his database. He said he only sent it out to about 100. And I said, cool, well, did you get any appointments? Did you get any sales? How does it go? He said, actually, yeah, it worked out really well. He said, I got a pretty good number. I can't remember the exact number, but a pretty good number, 10 or more that replied, and ended up picking up appointments with most of them. And we have some clients in progress as a result. Okay, so what did he actually do? He took people in his database, people that already knew, liked, and trusted him. You've heard that a million times. And he put an offer out in front of them. Now, if you look at the numbers, let's say it was out to 100, and let's say he only got a 10% response. Well, he got 10 people to respond to that offer at the time that he sent it out. And as a result, he was able to easily pick up some new clients. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, I don't send anything out to my database because I don't know what to offer. Or you might make a mistake and say, I have already offered X, so I ain't gonna offer it again, right? I gotta think of something new to offer. This is a really big mistake. The reason why is you will paralyze yourself just thinking about new content and new offers to come up with all the time. So if you're just getting started in making offers, then craft a simple offer to a particular audience and get it out to them on multiple occasions. Now, think about this. Here's why the multiple occasions. How many people of that 100, of the example that we talked about, how many people were ready to buy or ready to make a move on the day he sent out the offer. Well, there was only 10% response, right? But if you go down the road a little ways, let's say you go down the road 90 days, and how many people of that 100 now would qualify to be interested, we should say, in that offer that he sent? Well, that number would grow. And what about over time? So you take a year, how many people of that 100 would be interested in his offer? Well, that list might grow, or that percentage might grow from 10% up to, it could be as high as 30 to 50%. It just depends on the market and who you're sending it to, right? The reason why it's super important to think in these terms is if you are shooting just one and done, then you're only going to be sending offers to individuals who are interested right now. But you don't know who's going to be interested tomorrow, right? So the market's always in flux. It's always moving around. If you think about some of these big brands like Coke or Apple or whoever, they don't have big offers all the time. They pick a winning offer and they kind of stick with it, and then they'll attach little things around it to sweeten the deal from time to time, right? So don't overthink this. The key is to actually create offers and get them out into the marketplace as much as possible, because nothing's going to teach you more about the offers and how to craft them and how to get better at them than actually doing them, okay? This is a mistake that I make, that I see everybody make, is you want to sit down and you want to craft the perfect offer thinking, if I don't craft this perfectly, I'm going to miss out on business. Well, then what happens is you end up not doing it at all because you don't think it's perfect. And then the answer is going to be no across the board. So if you go back to our example, he got 90 no's and 10 yeses. But of those 10, even if he closes one of them, then it's worth it by a huge margin, right? It's worth it by a huge, huge margin. So think about what he had to do too. He didn't have to create this great big ad. He didn't have to go through and make all these calls. He didn't have to spend a lot of time crafting a big sales piece or writing a sales letter or anything like that. All he did was come up with a simple 1 or 2 sentence offer, and he sent it out via text via the TruePartner AI system. So it took him, the actual offer and the distribution of the offer really just took him, actually minutes. It took him minutes. Now the organization to get it there, that took a little bit of time, but we're talking years of back history trying to get people organized. So, but now he's organized, he can do it again. Now he can keep adding people. So he didn't build a huge funnel, by the way. You can do that, but he didn't do that. He just crafted a quick offer and got it out to the people who he felt like would be most interested at the time. Okay, so your mission then really is to craft an offer and get it out there. Now, if you're using a system like TruePartner AI, you can scale this offer out to many different channels and to far more people than you think. So TruePartner AI, for example, integrates with the social media, does all your email campaigns, does the texting, even voicemail drop, all of these things, and it all organizes it into one place. And so when people respond, you can see their responses all in one place too. So your marketing CRM platform like TruePartner AI is designed to take what you're doing and is designed to scale it out to many more people faster than you could before, okay? So right now, if you're wanting to be a marketing renegade, at the Marketing Renegades, what we do is on the paid platforms, we actually give you TruePartner AI plus all the marketing strategies and the marketing bolt-on pieces that come in. So you've got all of your marketing in one box and covering all your bases, right? Because now you have a chance to get offers out to way more people, way faster, and really start to dominate your market. Because that's really what we're after, is getting you in a position to become the dominant player in your particular market, right? It's mortgage broker takeover time. So think about that offer, get it out to people. Go over to marketingrenegades.com if you haven't signed up yet. We've got to sign up for free to get in our Facebook group and all that cool stuff. And then when you're ready to join the mastermind, ready to get the software, ready to get all the marketing pieces, you can upgrade and go from there. Okay? Well, I hope that helps. Go get some more appointments and closings.